Miami, 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 Miami. It feels like Miami.
Welcome to the Heat Beat Podcast. I'm your host, Giancarlo Navas, and with me today, we got the Stream Beat co-founder, Draft Beat insider, Franky G. What's up, Franky? It's been a minute, man. I haven't talked to you in like forever.
America, fuck yeah. What's up, man?
I saw this one tweet, Franky, that said that I don't like fuck with America on a regular basis, but when I watch Bam with Team USA and Simone Biles, I caught my TV like an eagle.
Bruh, I'm a red-blooded American when it comes to the Olympics. I have a laptop that I'm just watching while I'm working. I have it on the side. I'm watching the Olympics. My girlfriend's in the background watching Olympics all the time too. We're switching between competitions. It's awesome.
What's your favorite event, not counting basketball?
Handball. I love
handball's lit, dude.
Handball's so fucking fun.
Handball goes crazy.
I love it. I love beach volleyball too. It's one of my favorite events consistently. Volleyball's a close love of mine.
Did you watch USA Serbia men's volleyball indoor?
I did not get to. Oh no, I did.
No, it was women's volleyball. It was women's volleyball indoor.
Yes,
Serbia.
Yes,
that shit was wild, dude. We almost choked that.
Back and forth. I started in the third set. I was like, dude, am I gonna have to turn this off? I'm jinxing you fuckers.
Oh, it was bad, bro. And then I think they blew like 5 match points. That shit was crazy.
I'm
telling you, man, I'm never excited for the Olympics until they start, and I'm so fucking in. Like, obviously, like I like the tennis, I like the soccer. Obviously, like we like the basketball, which is gonna be like most of the show. But I play volleyball. Fucking love volleyball. I love, I like watching the shooting. I love how that Turkish guy and that Korean woman are now like the protagonist to a buddy cop movie / anime or whatever. That shit's, all the memes have been funny. The gymnastics, Simone Biles. Did you see that she had a goat chain?
Dude, she is the GOAT. Like, she should have that.
Bro, imagine like fucking LeBron like dunks on a dude and fucking pulls out a goat chain. Tell me how beast that would be, dude.
Dude, it would be so deserved. Like, oh man, he's been sensational through all this whole fucking tournament, showcases and everything. Shout out to LeBron, man.
Dude, I gotta be honest, as like a Heat fan, and like I think Franky, like we're like not Heat fans that like fucking hate LeBron. I think that we have like certain feelings about the way that he went about things, and I think like maybe a part of us doesn't want him to win too much, but like. Man, you watch him play, and I was like, fuck, I like that guy. He's ours.
Dog, if he wasn't on the Lakers, I would borderline root for him. But
I wouldn't root for him. I wasn't rooting for him in Cleveland. I'm gonna keep it honest.
I wasn't until he won one. Then I was like, all right.
I don't like it.
He's already won one. Fuck it.
That era of basketball sucked, bro. That was like the fucking Atlanta Hawks era of Eastern Conference basketball. The Kyle Korver era.
The Toronto Raptors era.
The thin red line between LeBron and Zion. But that kind of takes us to Team USA, man, because so Bam has been, honestly, I think one of the standout players, honestly, like I'm going to put my hater aside. Shout out to Derek White, who's looked like really good too, but Bam, I think like obviously like KD, KD's fucking him. LeBron is LeBron James, as we just talked about, but Olympics Bam is like, dude, I think that's the version of Bam that I think when we talk about Bam all season, and when we're like, if you get Bam the right dudes, he could be like this level of player. Franky, I think that we're seeing it. I think he's like low key, like Olympic Melo.
I definitely see some things. I was rewatching the game just to have the peace of mind, like not live. And man, like the biggest thing, people are gonna talk about the 3-point shot and stuff. I think it's the quickness in his decision making. He's not holding the ball. He's moving it quick. He's grabbing and going. He had like almost all of his buckets were either assisted on or offensive rebound putbacks. Like that's what we need from Bam. Like that's the quick processing, the quick when he was on the perimeter, he's moving the ball quickly. When he doesn't have the shot, he's being decisive, taking those catch and shoot threes, being aggressive with the form looks good. Had one on a driving kick from Steph yesterday too. And like, that's perfect. Like, you don't need more than that. He's not creating it. He's not doing it in the post. We talked about this last time, but he had his field goal percentage assisted on from 2 was almost the exact same as Jokic. Should not be like that. He should be getting his in the flow of the offense.
Crazy. Are you
serious? Make shit easier in the offense. I hope Spo's paying attention and redirecting some of this offense. Obviously, Terry Rozier, Tyler Hero, Alec Burks are much different from the guards.
And LeBron James.
And LeBron James. But yeah, there's definitely stuff to take from.
I'm not gonna lie, dog. Like, when I see KD like setting Bam a screen, and I'm like, oh man, we just don't got the firepower like that. We don't have the facilities for that big man.
We do not, man.
Dude, that shit, like KD, like Bam screen for KD. KD's coming out on that screen, and I was like, shit, good luck. What are you gonna do? Like, it's just so good. I've been such a fan of watching him. I love D Wade on the broadcast too, because D Wade is just hyping our dude up. And Frankie, I don't remember a time when a Heat player was like actively gassing our dudes up on a broadcast. Like, it just feels like we have one of ours. Like, yeah. I think Shaq was like kind of one of ours, but like we shared him with like 8 other families. Like, this one is like, that's our motherfucker.
Yeah, for sure. And people fucking call Dwyane corny and shit, and Dwyane embracing it. He's like, I don't care.
Bro,
I am
Dwyane
corny.
is corny. I'm not gonna lie. I've watched Dwyane Wade Frankie, we've watched D Wade our whole life. That man tried to get us to call him 3.
Yeah,
like, he's corny.
Father Time.
He's corny. I like Father Time. I like Father Prime was Father. The Lob Father. The Lob Father was good. I got it. You gotta hand it.
Lob Father was good.
D Wade, LeBron's corny too. They're all like low key kind of boomers. Like LeBron. I think Melo's not corny. I think like Melo's pretty cool. But like LeBron,
Melo's
CP, D Wade. You think Melo's corny too?
I think Melo is corny. I've been listening to his podcast with Mero. And I'm like, dude, come on, you're like 45. Come on,
bro. That pod's funny because like it'd be Melo talking about like, yo, D Wade was bad, son, and then Mero like, yeah, bro, like he's scoring shit. Great analysis.
My favorite is when he talks about his son, and his son tries to like get one up on him, like, yeah, I beat him, and he goes, Melo's like, I wasn't fucking trying. You think I was fucking trying? I'll throw my body on you if I was trying.
No, never mind. I think Melo's not corny. I like Melo. I that's the one guy that I know, like, analytics Twitter didn't like him. Nikias Duncan don't like him. I would like Melo here. Just for the vibes.
Nikias Duncan didn't like Kevin Love for the Heat. What does he know?
Commissioner's right. Dwyane ain't gassing up Utah boys like that.
For sure.
I'm just being honest. It's just the weirdest situation, I think, in the league.
It is.
I got to be honest, chat. I grabbed the hat thinking that I was putting on the 2013 championship Heat hat. They're almost identical in my closet. I apologize. I did not mean to grab this. I swear to God. I just needed a black hat to match because I came back from the gym and I don't want to like have gym hair.
His hat was very sweaty. You don't want him wearing this.
It was bad. I have it like right here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we don't. I did that. You know, I went to work out. You know,
give me something to talk about and then go change your hat.
Do you want to talk about Bam shooting? Because I think that's been like one of the better developments that we've kind of seen in real game flow in the Olympics.
For sure. And go change that hat.
I got it.
I like Bam shooting a lot. That's one of the skills we've obviously talked ad nauseum for years. But it's been about his reluctancy to take them at game speed. So when he's passing up those open corner threes, those open top of the key threes, that kills the offense, kills momentum. And he's being decisive, and to his credit, and he's spewed a lot about wanting to play the 4 and all this stuff, but he's got to be able to take those threes. Those are fucking killers, and it's not just him doing that, but he's a part of the problem. And I like that he's taking them willingly now. Obviously, great looks, and he's getting all this attention because he's the 5th option on offense, 4th or 5th option all the time. There you go. But I think the next development is, obviously continue to take these at a good clip. But once he starts getting those in the pick and pop, that's going to be the next spot, because that's going to open up the Jimmy pick and roll that has been an issue for a couple years now.
Legend goes, G's about to come back with a much more offensive hat. It would have been funny if I had like another Toronto Raptors hat. But I spared. This
Make Kyle
actually
Lowry great again.
Oh man, if I like a number 7 Heat Lowry hat. This is like I think the nicest championship hat of all time. I think the Heat pump. I also my favorite shirt is the 2006 Heat championship shirt. That's
mine too.
That's the best one. That's the best. I actually don't have the white one. I have the black one, the alternate, because I got to Sports Authority late. This is so old that Sports Authority used to exist. I had to go to the one on Kendall Drive right off the turnpike for those in South Dade. If you know, you know.
For sure.
So what'd you say about Bam shooting?
I said it looks good. It looks repeatable. The quickness and it doesn't look fluky at all. I also think the pick and pop is the next version that we need to see, because those wide open, got the closest guy being 6 feet away. Threes are very easy. Those are statistically like the highest probability you're going to get. Once they're guarded more, we'll see how willing he is to take those. But yeah, the 2 he took, one was on an inbound, one was on a driving kick. Those guys closed out hard on
the inbound one. I think to me is like the most interesting one, because like I think that you get when you can involve him in those like out of timeout plays, you can involve him in like those set actions. Like if you have like a real threat, I think that kind of opens up like your playbook in like leverage situations. I think like you're right about like within the flow of your offense, you want a guy who can screen, who can pop, who can like. I think Kevin Durant talked about it like good on Twitter. I don't know if, by the way, KD on Twitter during the Olympics has been just the GOAT. Like who else is in one of the most beautiful places in the world, just fucking on his phone, just fucking fighting the good fight on Twitter like the rest of us. Honestly, my GOAT. I love him. One of my all-time favorites. But he was talking to some dude and he's like, bro, like basketball's like kind of random sometimes. Like good players just be doing random shit. Like you just screen random, cut random, like do this. And like I think that kind of Bam kind of getting in that game flow is kind of hitting some of those random threes, like spotting up, pick and popping, like you said. I wonder if the guards on Miami are going to be able to kind of create separation to make that a real thing. Because like, it's different when like, okay, like KD is running off the pick and roll with Bam and he pops, or Steph or LeBron or Drew Holiday, right? But like, that's on Terry Rozier now. That's on Tyler Hero now. That's on Jimmy Butler. Like, can you beat your man off the dribble clean and force that to make that pass? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's not, kind of your teammates matter, especially like kind of as a big man, I think.
I also think that a big issue has been those three specifically have had issues of catching it and holding it and letting the defense recover. So any advantage that was created on the kick has been removed because they've given their defense time to recover and they're not being aggressive attacking off the catch. And that's something that's easily fixable if they can work on noticing that and applying that. Team USA has been so fun to watch because they're just moving the ball and selfishly they're driving, kicking, keeping the ball flowing, using their cuts off ball and finding each other. Like the ball is swinging around and that's a big reason they're playing so well.
Dude, I'm not even saying this to be a hater. That's why like I don't like Tatum in that offense, because like I don't think like he fits within the flow of what they do. I think like you have to have either him or Booker, because I think him and Booker are kind of like the ball stopper guys. You know what I mean? And like I listen, this is my audience. Like I'll be a hater like all day, and like we know that I love to hate on the Celtics. Like obviously like he's a good player, but like and he can play make. But I think that like he can play make, like as we saw in like the Miami series where they're like, okay, we're gonna like double early. And like he can make that cross court pass. Like he can make kind of those reads in a set offense, but I don't think that he can like within the flow of the game be like an elite playmaker or an elite ball mover. And I think that that's kind of what we're seeing with Team USA. And I think Bam is like that ultimate connector as a big man. Like even Jokic. I mean, Jokic is not a ball stopper by any means, but Jokic is like also the connector, the finisher, and the trigger. You know what I mean? Bam is like a connector and sometimes a trigger and sometimes a finisher. But like that's why I think he looks so good in that offense, because like he just kind of finds, kind of like what Kerr says, like the ball finds energy, and Bam brings that energy, screen, hard roll, and it's like, I'm like, I love you, man. Please bring that to Miami. Can like he have like people fucking do that for him? I don't know. I love what he's given them, man. I think that it's Do you think that like we'll see like a D Wade level mini jump when he comes back this season? It's just been so impressive. I've just been like really blown away that he's been like one of their best players.
I mean, this is his best role, like being off ball, not having to create for himself, getting it fed. Like we've talked about this for years. Like this is the best version of Bam because he's just dirty work. He sets the screen, rolls hard. Bond's gonna kill me if I don't mention how he was sealing inside. Yeah, that's what got him open on two of those assists inside, just sealing his man, being bigger, opening up the pass inside, and bodying the mismatch. And that's
doing big man shit, Frankie.
Yeah, but also his fucking guards looking for him.
Yes.
How many times have we said, "Oh my God, look for him inside, look for him inside," and they throw it to him in the beginning of the clock and let him run a mid range fadeaway like that. That's not worth much. That you can get that at any time of the possession. But when the shots are there to give him to him inside, they don't feed him, and that's the difference. Like, will Miami adjust to that and look for him inside? And Ware is going to have that same issue because if he's doing all this, if you're doing all that dirty work and you're not getting the ball when you're open, your effort's going to lack.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, and I'm glad that you brought up Ware because I wanted to kind of transition this into like how this could translate into the Heat season. We talked about the mini jumper and all that. Mm-hmm. So Bam and AD look real good together, like real good together, and it's kind of been obviously like AD is a very special kind of big man, and obviously like I'm not saying Khalil Ware is going to be that, but I think that we kind of see like, can we expect a version of that tandem with Khalil Ware and Bam? You who have did a lot of draft scouting on him, did a lot of like work in summer league. Like, what are you thinking that's going to look like, that pairing, as we kind of get a little bit of a preview with a different kind of big pairing?
Well, offensively, they worked. They'll work if Bam is shooting it and spacing it and stuff. My concern was more of the Bam, Jimmy, and Ware combo than just Bam and Ware specifically, because we've talked about this often. But Bam isn't the only big man on offense. It's Jimmy who has that profile in their shot selection and stuff. So those guys, if we've seen Bam adjust to it, we've seen it work out. Now getting it to work with Jimmy and Ware is another thing. Those other guys are that they're playing with. It's Anthony Edwards, Kevin Durant, Derek White, Drew Holiday, guys who are threats from outside, can cut, can move off the ball. That's where it's got to be applied on offensively. Where one thing, the underrated thing that Ware has going for him, I like his passing ability. He showed a good touch and good feel for that. He did play at times with the guy who was looking to post up. So I like that. And where they expect him, where they were talking about him on draft night to be a 3-and-D center, I don't think that's happening for a while. Where just doesn't have the sample size unless he's been really working on it and really shows out. I'll be the first one to give him the credit. But from what we've seen in college and what we've seen summer league, he's a 5. He's a 5 offensively. If Bam can develop those skills and him and Jimmy can be on the perimeter without crowding the inside, then it can work. But it's all about those guys, making quick decisions, attacking the perimeter, spacing, not getting in each other's way. One of the great things about Ware is his touch is like dynamic. His touch inside the paint is elite, and I really believe in it. And so if Bam feeding him inside will work.
Is it like Hassan good? Because like Hassan had like beautiful.
I think it's better.
Okay, I'm sold.
Yeah, I think it's better. He has better feel for the game, passing wise than Hassan. He's just got to clean up a lot of things defensively, pick and roll his feet. And stuff like defensively, I have no concerns because we've seen Bam play with worse bigs defensively. But
I've seen Bam play with everything under the sun, from
Exactly.
Caleb Martin as his fellow front court mate to fucking you know what I mean. So Kevin Love, everything.
Yeah, no, and those lineups with Kevin Love have been great for the most part. That last season there was limited sample size. I think it was only like 66 minutes, but him, Bam, and Jimmy as a trio was like a plus 13. Him and Nico were and Jimmy were like a plus 11. Like it's he can play with that size.
Let's Commissioner says, can we talk about Spo getting Tatum a DMP coach's decision while pushing the BAM agenda on the international stage? Mastermind shit. Honestly, bro, the fucking thing that killed me was somebody's like Derek White telling Jason Tatum to get him a fucking Gatorade. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I have fucking lived for these jokes. Also, how awful Embiid has been as a professional Joel Embiid hater. You can't fucking write it better for me. Bam comes in, saves the team with your Durant. And listen, is some of this Bam's playing with KD, so the fucking plus minus goes crazy? Maybe, but my eyes don't deceive me. I'm like that Turkish shooter. I don't need fucking vision goggles and shit. I see the truth.
Yeah, man. It was my favorite thing was an Embiid fan account shitting on Tatum for the DMP, and then the Tatum fan account flipping it right back last game.
The girlies are fighting, Frankie. The girlies are fighting.
It's hilarious. I love those two fan bases getting their shit on.
It's so hard to like, and I talked about this with Dos Minutos, host of the Deuces podcast. And we were talking about like how it's kind of tough to like root for like Team USA, like totally, because I fucking hate most of these guys like at all other points in my life. Like what situation, like, bro, Frankie, you know me, dude. I don't fuck with Devin Booker. I don't fuck with Jason Tatum. I don't fuck with Joel Embiid. I don't fuck with Derek White. I don't really like fuck with LeBron like that. Like kind of maybe like a little bit of like I like Steph. Like, you know, we go down the list and it's a lot of like guys that like I don't fucking like you. It's like Bam, Steph, Kyle, LeBron, KD. I'm like on Ant. You know what I mean? Like
for me, it's a win-win situation because if they do
I
well,
make fun of AD all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
if they do well, it's Team USA. If they do bad, it's fucking Tatum. God damn it. You know, you can't lose in this case. You can blame it all on him. He gets all the blame, or Team USA lifted him up. You know, they're winning with or without either of those guys. So my agendas are thriving.
I mean, honestly, like we it can't be better. And then the plus side to all of this is like we have D-Wade on the broadcast. Like that's our guy. And how do you feel that he's done? Because like I feel like this is a tryout. It's a tryout for the NBC broadcast that they're about to get. And I think that honestly, in my opinion, it's been mixed. I think that I love D-Wade, and I think that he just sounds like a guy who doesn't have a lot of broadcast experience. I think the one thing that shows like he genuinely has passion for the game. And I think that the broadcaster stuff will polish out, but I think like genuinely he loves basketball. He loves the new generation. He's excited and he looks like he wants to do it and is happy about it. And bro, I listened to Grant Hill on broadcast. I've listened to fucking Gary. What's that guy's name? The fucking point guard. He's on TNT.
Gary
whatever.
Payton?
No, not Gary Payton. Whatever. A lot of these dudes that are just not interesting or not good. And I just like a dude that's just genuinely happy and excited.
Well, his pronouns are he, him.
I did think it was funny. He went crazy with the catchphrase. He spammed it. I do think it's a good catchphrase, but I just think that, you know, I think Shaman said it best. You have to be judicious with your catchphrase, Dwayne.
He was spamming that shit. No, man. I like Dwayne. His passion about it feels so genuine. Like you said, he loves the current players. He gives grace and love and affection to all of them in their games. Like it doesn't come off as my generation, this or that. And I think that's what the game needs. And he still talks about the game in an eloquent way. Him and Noah Eagle have had really good chemistry. They're talking about it with admiration, and they give credit to both teams. And they talk about things. Obviously, there's a little bit of Miami Heat bias in there.
Noah is the weak link, and I think that
really
when you get Mike Tirico in there, it's going to be way better.
I think so. Tirico's one of my all-time faves.
Tirico, not black Italian. Yeah. My favorite Mike Tirico story. Do you remember that?
Yes, that's
Mike Tirico said, "I'm not black, I'm Italian."
It's a classic, man. I've always liked Dwayne. I like him in the studio better.
He was great in the studio with Shaq and Candace.
Yeah, but I still like for the play-by-play. He's more enjoyable than a lot of the other analysts and stuff, and he's not. It's not like fucking Doris and JJ that were great in the beginning and have like slowly gotten really
Can't
bad.
believe America turned on Doris Burke. Honestly,
I mean,
like truly one of the fucking fastest falls from grace I've ever seen in my life.
it's just on the broadcast. Like I'm sure she's still a lovely
Is that just a
person, but
Heat fan thing, or do people in general not like her?
no, I've heard other like NBA podcasts and NBA fans from other fan base. I follow more non NBA fans than Heat fans, and I
I
mean
don't mind her. I do think that she's like really insightful. I just do think that
she loves Jason Tatum and the Celtics
she
way
loves the
too much.
Celtics way too much, and as a Celtic hater, I just can't do it.
Yeah, it's just like she has no actual ties to it. Like you can forgive a little bit of bias when it's like Reggie Miller with the Pacers or something, or Dwyane with the Heat. But like,
I like that. Like I like when Reggie is on like a Pacer game and he fucking gasses his team up.
yeah,
Or like if Chris Webber ever got the chance to do the Kings because they were never good when he worked. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. Like, you know, you
it's
like
understandable.
That.
Like you, it feels genuine.
That's what you want though, because like that's like genuine happiness and excitement.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I don't think we're ever gonna have that. Like this generation of players, I don't think is gonna have that with teams. Like maybe, you know, like once Steph and LeBron are gone, like these guys have like gone to so many teams and stuff. I think that's gonna be so uncommon. Like these guys that like fucking ride or die for like a club or whatever. Like I think like soccer's the same way. Like, you know, like, but I think it's kind of interesting. But
no, I hear you. It's just the player movement. I'm all about player empowerment and stuff, but I would like some guys to be like have more of a defined home. Like Kevin Durant, for example, like who claims him? What fan base claims him? It's sad. It's
at the end of the day, he's gonna be on so many that it's gonna be the Thunder. Because it's just going to be like the first.
Not even like I follow OKC fans and a lot of them are mixed because there's a lot of rumors about him, you know, slow burning the potential return. And
if that's going to happen, bro, that's how this ends.
I hope so. I would like for him to.
It either ends there or here.
But he needs fucking OKC. They'll never win a championship with those jerseys. I've said it since 2012. I never had any doubt they were going to lose. I'm not going to. The basketball gods would not award those bullshit ass practice jerseys that OKC wears.
I actually agree with that, and I think that like the old Minnesota Timberwolves, I don't think they could have won a jersey with that font. I just don't think that like I just don't think so. I think that you need to have a certain sheen to win a title. Whether that's David Stern or basketball gods, who's to say?
Exactly.
Rest in peace of the GOAT.
Exactly. David Stern is looking up, disgusted at them.
Not in his America. David Stern on Culture War stuff would be a sight to behold. God. I'll tell you that. Thank God we had Adam Silver. Speaking of, we have guys. We never did Pride formally. So we're gonna put up some prizes here that we're gonna have. We're gonna do a giveaway next Thursday for anybody who donates. We have a lot more things. So we have some Heat related memorabilia to give away, some Big Face Coffee memorabilia that we're gonna give away. We have some really expensive colognes. Like Creed Aventus is like really famous for like how fucking popular it is. We have stuff for the ladies. We have face masks. We have perfumes as well. So if we have women that would like some cool stuff in our audience, or if you're want to gift to somebody in your life as well. So ! Pride in chat. We are doing it next Thursday. We're going to do kind of like our classic raffle. Obviously like it's not June anymore, but Pride Month is every month. And you know, we put it off for a bit, and so we're gonna do that now. We're gonna kind of wrap up our stuff. The link's been open, and we're donating to Trans Social, which is a trans organization in South Florida. They do a lot of great work. You know, so some of you have already donated, especially during June. So check out that link in chat. We've tweeted it out a couple times on the at MIA Heat Beat Twitter account. And next Thursday, about 7 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to rock. We're just going to do a normal show. It's not going to be like a whole big Pride event show. We're just going to talk basketball, and we're going to like every once in a while, you know, to donors, we're going to raffle shit off, give it away. But you guys got to donate. You know what I mean? You guys got to be legit. So donate there. We have all the names and everything. So support our community, support us. You guys have always come through clutch as fuck. Chad is asking, yes, Tiffany Meeks will be here. Yes, the GOAT Tiff is going to be here. And yeah, so that's kind of it. I don't know why chat's asking about anime. But that's you could check out my other anime podcast for that, but not here. Frankie, I love you, brother. I had a great time talking USA basketball with you, and hope we're gonna kind of a dead time in the off season. Probably do another pod or two on the Olympics, and then we will kind of get going with how we feel about the season, roster, summer league, training camp, excuse me, all that good stuff. So shout out to Frankie, shout out to chat, shout out to Team USA, shout out to Andy Murray, who played his last match as a tennis player today. He's truly one of one. That's a Heat fan, right? By the way, that
said,
connects. That connects.
He tweeted, "I never even liked tennis anyway."
No, dude, that was so funny. And did you see like his bio used to say, "I play tennis," and then after the match, it says, "I played tennis."
That's so funny.
He's a huge Heat fan. So shout out to Heat legend Andy Murray for that. And yeah, so go Team USA.
Go.